Hello, welcome back to another Generation Gap Reacts video. We are listening to
Simon and Garfunkel, Sound of Silence.
Nice.
This song was released in 1964, and the way I interpret it, it's a song about not communicating. So, you want to get started?
Yes, and this was a highly requested song, and we will also be reacting to Disturbed's cover of this song in another video, which will come out later this week. But we wanted to start with the original Simon and Garfunkel version. So here we go.
All right.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. How come to talk with you again? Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my car to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence.
I'm going to pause it there because I know that you had mentioned you interpret it as not communicating. And for me, I mean, they wrote this song, you said in the 60s. And I think it's crazy because this song, I think now more than ever applies now.
Oh, yes.
Because when they say, you know, the neon lights and then people are talking but they're not listening, or they're speaking but they're not listening. And to me, I interpret it, yes, it's a communication thing, but I interpret it as we're just not connecting to each other anymore as human beings, just on a basic human level. We're not telling stories worth hearing. We're not listening to people. You know, we're just kind of allowing ourselves to live in this silence. And a great example of that is our technological era. Everybody is just, their faces are in their phones all the time. And I even think this as a millennial who, you know, it's a lot of my generation that is really used to technology and relies on it a lot. And, you know, I even think when you go stand in line somewhere and you can't even have conversations with people anymore, just, you know, basic, hello, how are you doing? What are you doing here? You know, everybody's just in their phones.
Right.
People have their headphones, their earbuds in. They don't want to talk to you. Even just like a simple hello is not something that people want to do. And it's not, I have to say, it's not just my generation. It's, you know, older generations too, I think, are getting used to this technological age. And I don't even think that they were necessarily singing about, you know, cell phones in the 60s, but it applies now. And I think the problem is just getting worse. And so basically with the neon lights, I interpret that as television and, you know, cell phones, computers, things that kind of disconnect us from connecting with people on a real level, just face-to-face level.
That's so well said.
People writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fools that I without know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I teach you. Take my arms that I might reach out to you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed its warning in the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls. And tender pause and whisper in the sound of silence.
Wow. I was so young when that song first came out, and that was decades ago. And it's just amazing how this song is still relevant decade after decade after decade. Everyone can interpret it their own way, but basically it boils down to the lack of communication and connection.
Yeah, exactly. And at the ending of the song, he says, you know, we bow to basically the neon lights. We worship our neon lights, our technology. And unfortunately, that means that, you know, our connection to each other is what suffers.
Yes, it's pretty difficult because technology, it has a lot of advantages, but it has disadvantages because people become too obsessed. Even you know, like you said, if you're just standing in a line or at a restaurant, you see families on their cell phone.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah. So but even without technology, it does talk about not communicating. That's how I interpret it. So even without the technology, I think a lot of people have a difficult time communicating.
Yeah, and it's just about...
And listening.
Okay, but it's basically just about complacency that, you know, we're starting to just accept the silence and we're just losing that humanity a little bit. And it is just amazing that this song is still relevant. And then on top of that, it's such a simple, beautiful song. And their voices, when they the whole song, they're harmonizing. And I don't think
Beautiful.
It gets any better than that. I mean, that's all you need for their message to come across, is just their voices singing together. And it's a very, you know, eerie kind of song, but it's beautiful at the same time.
Oh, I agree 100%. The lyrics, like you said, they're simple, but they're very powerful.
Yeah, the lyrics are incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to listen to Disturbs. We're going to listen to that later in the week and upload a separate video. So that'll be really interesting because the lead singer of Disturbed has a pretty powerful voice. So I'm excited to hear their take on the song. I've never heard Disturbed's version. So I'm excited to hear it and see how they kind of make it theirs. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, make sure to check out our Disturbed version coming out later in the week, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.